All right, welcome to another edition of the Locker Room Report. And Coach, it wasn't pretty last weekend, but the end result is you guys found a way to win the first road game of the year.
Yes, I think it's probably good that was the first road game because we really didn't play very well. We made a lot of mistakes, a lot of turnovers, and I think against a better team we probably have different results.
Well, Coach, I think, again, it goes to show you where this program is at because in the past, teachable moments usually resulted in losses. And let's face it, it's much easier to teach things after a win.
There's no question. And even though the score looked like it was close, the game wasn't a close game. And I think our guys going into it overconfident and really never had a sense of urgency.
You know, one of the common themes through the first four games this year, Coach, is the fact that every game it seems like somebody steps up on either side of the ball and finds a way to make plays. And this game was no exception.
I think when you have depth and you have talent, there are guys that are going to step up, and you don't notice them for a while because there's other talent showing it. But like today or last week, Tony Davis really stepped up and really carried us on offense.
You know, that's the beauty of what you're doing right now offensively. You could see in the third quarter you wanted to get those big road graders out, that big offensive line, and just go down the field. And when you've got a guy like Tony Davis, the so-called change of pace, that can really change the complexion of a game.
I think so. I think when you're struggling and you're trying to find your identity on the road, you have to have the ability to say, okay, we're going to do this. And I think with Tony running the ball hard and our offensive line really getting after him, and I mean really being physical, we were able to say, okay, let's just tuck this ball away for a while, and let's take some time off the clock and pound these guys a little bit, and we were able to do that.
Another big test this weekend. I mean, let's face it, from this point on, there are going to be test after test after test, but you make the trip over the bridge, and I guess before we start talking about the Wildcats, is there anything you do differently to prepare? I mean, it's a long trip, the long bus ride and everything. Is this a week where you prepare differently for this game?
No, not really. I think the one thing we don't want to do is talk about the long bus trip. So if we can not talk about how long the trip is and how hard it is to do, we've gone over the bridge and had great success at different times. We just want to go out, get our rest this week, and then go over there and play.
This is a good football team, and that's one thing that we've seen the last couple of years. I think everybody remembers the big win at home. I'm sure Northern Michigan remembers that win as well. What do you expect from the Wildcats?
They're a good football team. Their quarterback is really good, and he makes a lot of plays for them. I expect them to be physical. I was kind of surprised last week because Ashland did the same thing we did against Ohio Dominican. They said, okay, we're just going to run the ball. I think they had 12 passes. And I thought Northern Michigan was a team you couldn't pound as much, but they showed us a little bit different, so we'll see.
Is that one of the keys to victory then? I guess we'll go into the keys to victory now. Is that something you're going to be looking to do?
No.
Let's give away the game plan right now, shall we, Coach? They're not listening or anything.
I don't think I want to do that. We're a balanced football team. We have a lot of speed at the wide receiver position. We have Troy Burrell and Dominique Maybanks, James Jackson. They're all making plays, so we don't want to just necessarily take that out of our offense. So I don't think that's necessarily us.
Let's keep this going. Top 10 ranking again, 7 in one poll, 9 in the other. Hope to stay unbeaten. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.